It's the Cold Beer Surf Club.
Heck yeah. Well, thanks for jumping in, Zeke.
Yeah, no worries.
Stoked to see you.
Thanks for having
to
me.
catch up. Feel like we're kind of at a similar place in our life.
Yep.
And down here floating around the U.S. Open. We're not surfing in the event, but still doing random shit somehow.
We're not in the event, but we're still here.
Still at the U.S. Open.
It's pretty funny to be showing up to surf contests and not be in it.
I know. It's kind of weird.
After all these years.
I'm like, I'm still at a surf contest.
I'm down there on the beach still watching my boys' heats or whatever, but it's cool. It's a whole different experience.
Yeah. So you guys are over here doing a little tour for Avva brand.
Yeah, we're just doing some promo stuff for Avva, and I'm premiering a film tonight, sorry. And yeah, we're just hanging out.
Sick. How's it been working with Keikoa? And we were just kind of saying it's like a trip to be on the other side. It's like we kind of rode for big brands our whole lives, and now you guys are starting your own brand and going back and just kind of super grassroots. Like I've seen you guys over here doing retail tours and going to shops and just, it's sick though. I just feel like where we're at in our life, it's got to be fun to do that and just kind of connect with surfing on a different level. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, it's been super fun doing it with Koa. You know, he's been just bringing me along, teaching me the ropes, you know, and just like showing me this whole side of surfing that I never really, not say I never seen, but I never really paid attention to it. You know, you show up and do contests and that's your deal and that's all you're focused on, and you don't see everything that goes on behind the scenes, and it's pretty crazy. And I've just been learning everything. It's been super fun. And, you know, now that where I'm at in my career, where, you know, I kind of don't want to be traveling doing contests, you know, that much anymore. Like learning this side is super cool. So I've just been enjoying it.
Sick. And I mean, it's kind of crazy. There's been so many amazing surfers from Hawaii, but never a brand that's, really, I mean, like TNC or something, but like a true grassroots, like clothing brand has never really blossomed out of Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that was Koa's whole like driving force, and his motivation was to be that brand that kind of breaks through. There's always those local brands, but they're just really solid in Hawaii. And, you know, there's a lot of history there, but they don't really break past that. So I think it's really cool that he's trying to do that and just seeing what it takes. And from what I'm seeing, it takes a lot of work. And, you know, I admire him for doing that. It's super inspiring. So, you know, I'm down to ride with him and whatever he needs. And, you know, I think it'll be a fun process either way.
That's sick. No, I'm stoked. It's fun to see what you guys are doing from the outside. Glad it's going well. And what about the film that you're showing tonight? What's going on there?
Yeah, the film that we have tonight, it's just been a little project been working on. And, you know, I stopped doing contests last year and I kind of just went cold turkey, just like, was like, I'm not going to show up to the next event. And I didn't really address anything. I just disappeared. And basically, I just wanted to stay home with my family. I mean, we just had a, you know, baby girl last year, and it's been epic, but it makes traveling really hard. I don't want to leave. And this film tonight, it's kind of that journey, you know, what led me to stop doing events, or actually what led me to be on Avva and that whole process. And, you know, I think it was a really cool story and it was super organic. And I feel like that's kind of more of what the surf industry needs, is more like organic stories and organic relationships that, you know, I feel like happened a lot more back in the day, which made surfing super sick and made it super grassroots. So yeah, that's kind of the story and kind of my story of what led me to be doing what I'm doing today.
Hell yeah. I'm fired up to see it. When's it going to be out online so we could watch it? If we're not there tonight, I probably will be.
Yeah, I mean, we're premiering it tonight for the first time. And then there's another premiere March 16th on Oahu, my hometown.
March 16th?
I mean, what month is it?
August 16th. I can relate, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
I don't even know what day it is today, to be honest.
Wait, that's next year.
No, August 16th is our Oahu premiere, and then right after that, I'm going to throw it up on my YouTube, and it'll live there, so everyone can go check it out. So in a couple weeks.
Okay, cool. What's it called?
It's called New Moon.
New Moon.
Yeah, so I kind of it was a play on, my daughter's name's Luna.
Yeah.
Which means, you know, moon in Italian, and, you know, I felt like it was a new phase of life, so it's a new moon phase, and for me, it just kind of, you know, it was fitting for what the film was and where I am in my life right now. And it's, yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but totally. Yeah, you guys can check it out tonight or in a couple weeks, and it's live online.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Can you imagine doing the tour with a Grom full time?
I tried.
Yeah.
So first 3 weeks where we had my daughter's 3 weeks old, and I went to Australia. And I tried.
Oh yeah, I remember you took them too, right?
And they were there, and I was like, the whole time I was baffled.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't understand how you're supposed to operate at this level with your kid and be present with your kid and be present with your family, and then also be present in an event where you're competing at the highest level, where you're looking at Groms that are showing up, they're like 20 years old and they're super psyched. They just got 15 hours of sleep and like, that's all they've been doing. And I've been up all night and I was just like, oh, maybe this isn't the right thing to do, but
yeah,
who knows? It was my dream for so long. So you try and figure it out, but I couldn't imagine leaving them and traveling and be wanting to do it at that level.
Totally.
Really right now. So
dude,
I'm not saying I'm retired, but I'm saying like for right now, this is like, it's a different phase of life.
For sure. No, I could so connect with that because doing the tour, I was like, I want to have kids. And then like Sierra's a little bit older than me. So she's like, I really want to have kids now.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. But I was maybe going to do like another year or something. Then when I didn't make the cut, I was like, well, fuck. I was like, let's just do it now. I'm like, I don't want to. But I can't even imagine. Like, I have so much respect for guys like Parco and Felipe and Owen who have done the tour. Like, Parco had his first kid at 21.
I know.
And then 3 kids doing the tour with the family. I'm like, how did they do so well?
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I remember, I think this was like my wife's inspiration. Like, we can do it. Like, we were at a J-Bay comp where Philippe just went absolutely just ham. The one he did those crazy alley-oops. But he was like playing with the kids, like ready for the heat and just like going out and dropping 10s. And I'm like, that looks super easy. Like, looks like you can do it. Yeah. And then like when you actually are in that like situation, you realize how gnarly it is.
That's gnarly. I tried to surf some stupid pro-am at home. I mean, sorry, it wasn't a stupid pro-am. It was super fun. But I went down like, oh, cool, I'm gonna do this little pro-am. I didn't sleep the whole night. It was like 2 weeks after we had our kid. And I was like, I'm so tired. I almost just I just want to go back to bed.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just like, to me, it just changed my perspective of like, you know, what's worth it to me and where I really want to be. And, you know, that's what kind of the whole film is talking about tonight, is just like that transition of life. Because I feel like it is a difficult one, especially for athletes of any sort, or just for us as surfers. Like, you know, it's been a dream of mine since I was 10 years old. So then like to be doing it from that age all the way to your 30, like it's a super hard transition to just be like, stop doing that. And like, you know, pro surfing's been my baby, but now I have an actual, you know, child and a baby that I have to nurture. And, you know, it's a whole different side of life. So it's just being able to just let go in a sense and just embrace this new phase has been great, but also pretty difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's a trip. Well, that's cool, dude. Thanks so much for jumping on.
Yeah,
and congrats.
Thanks for having me.
Fired up to see the film.
Yeah, well, we're in the dad life. Yeah. So hopefully we can get a dad trip coming soon.
Dude, I know. Some dad sessions. So fun,
yeah.
Heck yeah. Right on, Zeke.
Yeah, thanks,
dude.
It's the Cold Beer Surf Club.
Right on, Kirra. Well, thanks for stopping by down here at the US Open. I know you're surfing the event. Mm-hmm. So what's today, Thursday?
Yeah.
Have you surfed yet?
I did surf yesterday.
In a heat?
Yeah.
Made it. Cool.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Yeah.
When's the next one?
It was like 1 foot yesterday, so I was like, just get through this day, and then you'll get good waves the rest of it. So.
Heck yeah. I know, it looks super fun today.
Yeah, today's pretty on. I think tomorrow will be fun too.
Nice. You said your first heat tomorrow?
First heat, bright and early.
Nice. Right on. Do you like early heats?
I do, actually. Especially here in Huntington. I feel like the lighter winds, kind of like not too hot on the beach yet. I don't know, probably just all morning heats are better. For sure.
No, definitely think Huntington's good to have morning heats. I think the last few times I did the US Open, I was always like afternoon. It was like nuking northwest wind and low tide. I was like, oh my God, it's bad out there.
Yeah, every
it's
time.
So hard.
I know, growing up here, I feel like first heats are always great, and by the finals, if you don't know how to surf like 1 foot chop, you're pretty much done for.
Yeah, me. I didn't know how to surf that. Did you grow up here in Huntington?
Grew up in San Clemente.
San Clemente.
Yeah.
And what else are you planning on doing for the summer after the US Open?
Going on a road trip. Gonna take the coast all the way up to Humboldt in the Redwoods, go over to Shasta, and then drive back down the mountains.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
Have you done that before?
I've done the Redwoods with my mom, so like probably 15 hours north, and then never done Shasta, so I'm excited to do that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you're saying that you're thinking about moving out of California for a bit?
Yeah, I'm thinking Australia's just kind of had my heart for a bit. The last few years I've gone over there, it just feels like kind of here, but a little less crowded, and I don't do very good with crowds or cold water, so my only option would be move north here, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. So I'm going to try something new and maybe end up back here.
Heck yeah, nice.
Yeah.
What part of Australia?
Gold Coast for now. It's just got everything I need, and then I can still get out of the city and then check out West Oz, and I'm guessing I'll probably end up there.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I thought about the last year I was on tour. I was like, Sierra and I were talking about maybe trying to move down there too, and at least spend like 6 months a year down there.
Yeah.
And then do 6 months here, because like all the tourist stops were down there. And it's just so easy in Australia to surf. Like I feel like there's always waves.
It's always something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least compared to Santa Barbara, I'm like, it feels like it's flat all the time.
Yeah, that's your guys' problem is you're like firing waves sometimes, and then the other part of the year is just terrible.
Totally. Summertime is brutal. I haven't really surfed much at all lately.
Yeah.
But we're getting closer to fall.
Yeah.
It's like weird. I love summertime, but just there's no waves. So
Yeah.
it gets a little stir crazy.
And then you guys get the better waves in the winter.
Yeah.
We kind of get not as much, but
Yeah, but at least you're close to like San Diego and
Yeah.
other places you can go get waves.
blacks and
Yeah,
all that.
Baja.
Yeah, Baja, true.
Heck yeah. Do you get down there much in winter?
I actually haven't in like a really long time. We used to go on a lot of road trips, me and my dad, and kind of like realized I haven't been in so long and it's so worth it. And so I think I'll probably try to get over there before I send it off to Oz. So.
Nice. When are you thinking about moving?
So I'm gonna go to Maui this winter if I have no contests, and try surf Jaws.
Oh, wow.
And a bunch of stuff.
Holy
and then
shit.
after that, I'm gonna go probably straight from there to Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So
I have
kinda
a lot
like-
of plans right now.
Yeah, I like
but-
it though. Sounds exciting.
Yeah.
A lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
That reminds me, how about those waves you got down there in Indo? My sense of time's so screwed up these days, but when you scored, I think it was bank vaults.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was insane.
Feels like a year ago. It was almost 4 years ago now.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
it's just
That was
about
that
4
long
years
ago?
ago. Yeah. But yeah.
I knew I was going to say a year, and it was
like
4.
Almost 17 when I got those waves, and
God.
it was the best trip I've ever had out there. I've probably been back 8 or 9 times, and it's just been awful.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. That was just a special trip.
Wow. Well, those were some special waves.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty cool that you got those waves, but then let alone freaking handled them.
I think just that trip kind of gave me that motivation to be like, okay, I know how to do it now a little bit. I can go and charge other waves. Like, for instance, Pipeline is kind of scary to me, not just because of the wave, but the crowd. And I'm like, okay, if I can figure out how to take off and make it safely to the bottom, and then I can worry about the crowd next, maybe that'll be the best thing. So.
Heck yeah. Are you planning on spending some time there this winter?
I think maybe if I have to go for a contest or something, but I find it so crowded, I'm not actually getting a lot of benefits out of it all the time.
Yeah, I know the crowd's so tough. Mm-hmm. The waves are so good.
Yeah, this year I think I got like 4 or 5 waves, and none of them were that great. So.
Yeah. Got to start somewhere, huh?
Yeah.
And you're planning on doing the all rest of the Challenger Series this year?
Yep.
Through, what's that, go through like October now?
End of October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll be cheering for you, Kirra.
Thank you.
It's the Cold Beer Surf Club.
Yeah, Grayson.
Pretty stoked.
Hell yeah. Thanks for
Are
popping
we
by.
on the podcast
Yeah,
already?
it's kind of on. I don't know.
Perfect. No, that's good. I like this chill
It's
vibes.
mellow.
Yeah.
It's not like,
It's not too weird. It's
Yeah.
just like weird because we're both here doing it.
just is what it is.
Perfect.
What's been going on?
Been skating a bunch, been surfing a bunch, but yeah, I'm just been getting back into skating like can I say a shitload? Is
Yeah.
that right? All right.
You can say
Getting
whatever
back
you
into
want.
skating a shitload. So we'll escalate. I've been getting back into skating a fuckload. How about that?
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I'm working on a part and been skating with Chris Gregson a lot. A lot of bridge spots, the DIYs, Channel Street, Washington Street. I just want to get like gnarly shit there. So yeah.
Sick.
How about you? What have you been
Hell
up
yeah.
to?
Dude, I had a kid, so I've been up to kidding.
That's
Trying
probably
to
you're
figure
kidding
out how to be a
around.
dad.
That's
Yeah.
rad. That's what I was gonna ask you on the podcast, but
It's been so fun.
didn't know if people can know.
No, it's all good. Yeah,
It's
he's down
juicy
here somewhere.
secret.
I was trying to get Sierra to come by with him, but I think it's too hot.
Yeah, it's kind of
Kinda
gnarly
hot.
for a baby. A lot of people around.
What part are you filming for?
I'm filming an arbor skateboard part, and then I'm filming a solo part also. Just be up on Thrasher.
Sick.
So
I was
you
gonna
guys
ask, so like,
can
where do you
watch.
find that shit?
The what?
Because like movies don't really happen too much
Yeah,
anymore, huh?
skating's just Thrasher.
Yeah.
And if it's not on Thrasher, it's nowhere. It's on Instagram.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, skating Instagram clips or like the throwaway, just phone stuff. And then Thrasher, pretty much.
Sick. I know, it's been so cool to see you skating a bunch again,
Oh,
posting
thanks.
clips.
Yeah, it's funny.
Fresh
So I just
Greyson
say
just going ham.
we used to hang out a lot in Hawaii because I would go there for Hurley.
Yeah, and the U.S.
Back
Open.
in the day. Yeah, U.S. Open.
Back when we were terrorizers.
Yeah.
Mellower now.
It was sick though watching you guys surf.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I couldn't believe it watching all you guys surf pipe and stuff. Like, oh.
So sick. I know. I watched you skate here for the first time, like way back when I think it was. You still rode for Nike.
Probably,
Because it was
yeah.
like the Hurley Nike thing.
I think it was
and
a
you guys
Hurley.
had the park.
The Coastal Carnage.
Yeah.
Take notes. Skateboarding. Coastal
Yeah.
Carnage was the sickest.
That was sick, huh?
Yeah.
I had fun watching
They had
it.
insane stuff. They had like a over vertical clamshell with a hip into it. Like people were dying skating the clamshell. People didn't really know people didn't know how to skate upside down that good yet. Like people were slamming, bro.
Dude, I know. I remember. I don't even think I knew yet, but I just went down there and watched on the skate. I was like, holy shit, that's Greyson. He's going so fast.
Thanks,
He's going
guys.
huge. It was so fun to watch.
It was fun skating, like back then they did it jam session. It wasn't single format. So everybody would be in one heat skating at the same time. And then I remember some people would be like, oh, I hope I'm not in a heat with that guy. Or I hope I'm not in a heat
With
with
you?
that guy. Yeah, it's usually me and Rainey and Raven, Russell. And there's some more, but yeah, usually you're like, oh, I hope I'm not in a heat with one of those. And
That's
me
so
and my friends would
classic.
always be like, hope we had like a crazy heat. Oh, I hope I'm in a heat with all the
Just
heavy
full
boys.
mayhem.
Yeah.
Because do you take turns or is it just like
No, you
everyone
drop
just
in
goes?
and depending on back then it was sick, dude. It was gladiator style. Like I swear when I would go skate those contests, I'd be like, okay, like people are gonna be crashing and like let's do this. And depending on who was in your heat, if y'all were on if your crew was in the same heat, you guys would skate like kind of controlled together. But if you're like, fuck, dude, like I don't want to be in a heat with this guy. I want to be with my boys. Then it's like, okay, game on. Like,
Oh my
let's
God.
skate the opposite direction. Like, drop in, skate the opposite. It'd be like burning someone on a wave and going
Or like
straight
going
at 'em.
reverse in the mosh pit.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's going that way and you're going that
Yeah,
way.
you're like, all right, let's do this.
Oh my
Like,
God.
who's gonna jump off their board first?
I always wondered how that worked when it was jam format. Like if you guys tried to take turn, if it's just like, oh no, I'm going.
It's usually like I'm going.
Yeah.
Like step aside or jump in the mix.
Crazy.
But I'm gonna run you over.
That's sick.
Me and Riley Stevens, we skated this bowl, the Chili Bowl in Potrero, San Francisco. We were in the deep end grinding into the corner, and we both hit the corner at the same time, crashed into each other. He's goofy foot, I'm regular. I think we crashed frontside 50-50s into each other and then fell into the bowl on top of each other,
Gnarly.
like into the flats.
Deep end.
Yeah. Just
How high?
timber, like, oh.
Crazy.
There's heavy slams there, heavy crashes.
Dude, I bet. You've had lots of heavy slams.
Yeah, I think
Was your last bad injury the collarbone?
yeah.
I
It
saw
was
the
on a
video.
bike,
Not
though.
skateboarding.
No, it was on a bike, dude.
Dude, that was so gnarly though, that video.
It's kind of funny,
You
yeah.
stack so hard, but then you just stand right up and you're like, take me to the hospital.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I gotta go to the hospital.
You knew.
Nobody even said anything. And then people were like, are you sure it's broken? And I was like, grabbing it. I was like, dude, I can feel it in pieces. It's definitely broken in half.
Oh
like,
my God.
It's popping out.
Just full surgery.
And my
whole
friend's like,
nine.
are you sure? I'm like, dude, I'm sure. Like, take me. I couldn't take my shirt off. I was like, I can't take my shirt off. Just take me to the hospital. Like,
Crazy.
it was pretty funny. And I was telling everybody, right when I got there, I just got off the plane. I'll tell you the full story now. I just got off the plane in Oregon at Zeke Skate Camp. And I hopped on a bike instantly. I was like, give me a bike, give me a bike. People were like, no. Someone was cool. The kid that run the bike program there. Yeah, I got a bike for you. I was like, sick. I was like, dude, I want to do a backflip so bad. And I've been wanting to do a backflip on a bike. And
But
I'm
you've
like,
never done one.
no. And I'm not that good at riding a bike. It kind of sucked. But anyways, I want to do a backflip really bad. And I was like, this is the spot for it. I'm going to warm up. And I told my friend, I swear to God, I'm going to try to flip a backflip here. And I hit the baby jump. It was a little tiny double step down. And I was going so slow. And it kicked the rear end up, came up short, hit the nose on the
Kinda like
knuckle.
cased it, huh?
Yeah, I landed on the nose on the knuckle.
Yeah.
And just flew past the landing onto my collarbone and just immediately felt it and heard it snap.
That's so gnarly.
It's pretty funny. But yeah, so I looked like a full Barney. I was I'm going to do a backflip and then just ate shit on like a 2-foot jump. I was more worried about the ego than the bones, dude. That was embarrassing.
You're so gnarly.
Still the ego crush there.
Yeah.
That one. I gotta step up my bike game.
I think your skating's good enough. Speaks for both.
No. That was embarrassing. I got a redemption.
How's surfing?
Surfing's been going good.
You've been surfing
I like to go.
Convergence was fun. We got to surf.
It was so fun.
I guess that's already almost that's a year ago that we got to do that trip. Pretty
Over
much.
a year ago.
Over
I think.
a year, huh?
Yeah.
June or something last year.
That was sick watching you and Nate.
We had so much fun surfing with you.
Dude, that was the best time I think I've had surfing. Like some of the best times, just watching you guys. It was cool being able to watch you guys every day surf for a few days straight was like sick for me because I like to watch surfing.
Yeah,
skating's cool. I'm just around it forever. Don't really like my family's surf background. I know like the waves, the surfers. Skating I don't know as much, and I try to tell people that.
No way.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Skating's cool, you know.
Yeah.
But like I grew up, my grandpa and my dad like, oh, this guy's gnarly. All the surfing. This guy's gnarly. This guy's gnarly. Like they didn't. My dad taught a little bit about skating, but like it was always surfers, you know?
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about that.
Yeah,
I feel like all the surfers think skaters are cool. They're like, oh, I like to watch skating, you know?
Maybe. My first ever favorite surfer was Kevin Beschen.
Sick.
Yeah.
Uncle Gab.
Yeah, and Braden Diaz.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Just packing bombs at pipe.
Braden's gnarly.
Yeah, he's nuts, dude. I just remember him packing big closeouts always when I was a kid.
So
like,
nuts.
People back then would put their arms up.
Yeah.
They'd just be all, oh!
Hail
or
Mary.
like put their hands back. Just so juiced to pull into a closeout for your pleasure.
Yeah.
I love that.
Closeouts are fun until you just start getting hurt.
Yeah.
I used to pull into so many closeouts when I was a kid. That's all I wanted to do.
Oh, it's how you
just
get
take
good,
me
huh?
to a closeout beach break. Anything. I mean, they were probably only this big when I was like super young, but it's
No,
still
but
so fun.
it progressively got much bigger, I'm sure.
Body womping.
Yeah, but that was sick. Nowadays, it's like, I don't think people really, I never see people either, they don't take off on the closeouts or they're good enough to get through them somehow.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really see people just pulling into huge closeouts, like claiming it.
I know.
You know, like that, to me, that's the sickest part of surfing. Someone pulling into a closeout, just hands behind the back, just pissed, just,
I want to do that. That sounds fun.
Dude,
right now.
you should do it. But look at everyone that surfs in Hawaii, the shore break waves.
Yeah.
They're making them.
I know, huh?
Or they don't go on them maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the level of surfing is like that gnarly where they can make the closeout or they just choose not to go. They just know. They're like, oh, this wave sucks.
Or they just somehow make it anyways.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. They'll come through the lip or through the foam ball or like come on top of the lip. They'll be like coming out of the barrel on top of the lip through the foam ball.
So crazy.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. What?
Or like backside grab and rail, like 360ing out of it. Like,
shit. Are you skating at the US Open, Grayson?
No, they just have a vert ramp.
Oh, okay.
But
I
wish they had something.
They had something for you to skate on.
Yeah, me too.
We need like a little mini ramp right here.
That would have been sick. Just
That
a quarter
super
pipe.
sick.
A big
Oh,
quarter
God.
pipe.
Oh, I was calling me.
Alarms going off.
Whoops. That was my ringtone for when she was like almost gonna have our baby.
That's what I figured.
So I was like, I had to set some weird tone so that because when I was gone, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah, that's
if
the
that
alert.
alarm goes off, I need to pick it up. If it's
Yeah.
anyone else, I don't even pick up my phone.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I just
Yeah.
looked at my messages and calls, and there's lots of missed.
I know.
It happens.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Grayson. Thanks for
Stoked.
jumping on here, dude.
Hey, stoked for
we gotta
letting
get you
me
for a
jump
full
in.
episode
Yeah,
so we
no,
can get
I've-
the full Grayson story.
I'd be stoked. There's a couple.
At least a part of
There's
it.
A couple few
It's a good
stories.
story.
Yeah.
You got lots of stories.
You do too.
They're not as
Everybody's-
fun as yours.
How? Nah. How have you been,
Good, dude. Yeah.
brother?
My brother has dengue right now. Yeah, or something like that. I don't know. He's all screwed up.
No
Yeah,
way.
he just went to
Where
Costa
was
Rica
he-
for a week and he came home and got dengue.
No way.
Yeah. So he's like buckled. He's at home.
Just throwing up and
We're
shit
just
in the
hanging,
bed.
dude. I'm actually I'm taking the Grom to Hawaii
No
for
way.
first plane flight. Yeah, with Sierra tomorrow. we
That's
leave.
rad. Yeah,
My parents are there,
yeah.
so we're
You've
just
been
gonna
bringing
go
your
cruise.
kid everywhere. You said here.
Here.
It's the start.
Just now, it's the start.
Yeah.
He's 8 weeks today, so we're like, all right, start doing shit.
He's already almost a little guy.
Yeah, I was trying to get him over here, but I don't know.
He's almost
That's
in
probably why
the.
she's calling me.
He's almost in the water.
Dude. It's a little
You gotta
chunker.
start them young.
It's a little dough ball.
I just look at the camera for everybody. You gotta start them young.
Yeah.
Right?
Hopefully.
Like, when did you start surfing?
Well, I was like 4.
Yeah.
I just hope he likes the beach and the
He'll like
water
it.
or something.
What's
What if
not
he
to
just
like?
hates it? What if he wants to like go play soccer
That he
in
wants-
Bakersfield or something?
Soccer's sick.
Not as sick as surfing
I grew up
or
skating. I grew up
though.
playing soccer.
I know, I kind of do too.
Yeah, soccer's sick.
But going to the beach sounds way better than
Yeah.
Bakersfield. No
Yeah.
offense to anyone from Bakersfield. It's kind of cool out there. But it's
Just
as
hot. That's
fuck.
all. Yeah. It's hot.
Yeah.
That'd be sick,
Dude,
though.
it's hot right here.
Yeah, it is hot. I wore some hot pants too.
I know. I don't wear shorts ever. I can
don't
only wear
like
shorts
shorts.
if I'm like barefoot cruising.
If you're
I was
in
like, I
Hawaii or
can't be
Indo,
barefoot
it's
in-
kind of gnarly when it's pants.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
Are you going to go back to Indo this
Next year, probably.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you spent a bunch of time there last year, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I got a little motorcycle waiting for me over there.
Sick. With the tet?
Yeah. All the boys
probably
are
sold
waiting. No. No, it's not with my dad. It's with White Monkey.
Oh, sick.
Ed from, Ed
No, I
from
don't
White
know.
Monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah. Batet, dude, he's classic.
classic.
Give us one good Batet story. You got any?
Dude, I don't know.
Like,
I've
you
like
ever-
hung with Batet a ton.
Dude, he's
I
funny.
was just there at dinner with him, but I remember just seeing him like in Australia, just raging.
Yeah.
So classic. Like,
He's just-
what are
he's
you doing
one-
here, Batet? He's like, just going nuts.
He's just going nuts for anything.
Yeah.
Surfing, partying. Like,
Yeah,
it was
always.
sick.
Batet's just always fired up, which
Yeah.
is fun.
I used to
He
party
gets
with
so
him.
fired up, he like can't talk to you. He's so fired up to go
Yeah.
surf or do anything.
Oh,
It's just
hurry
so
up,
funny.
hurry up.
Come on.
Yeah.
So sick.
He's always telling me, hurry up.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, have to borrow, I'll be in Indo, I have to borrow like wax and sometimes a leash and sunscreens. What? I just give you everything. Hurry up.
Yeah.
So, Batet,
Batet, so classic.
Batet,
That sounds
we
fun
love
right
you.
now. I know, I miss you, Batet.
stoked to
The
come
guy
see you. But he was supposed to
Bobby
come to
Bobby.
California, come hang out.
Really?
Yeah.
Hasn't
But
made it yet.
I don't know. We were talking about it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'd be super psyched to skate, surf.
I know, huh? That'd be sick.
Yeah.
If you come, let us know.
The living legend.
I know. Heck yeah. Right on, Greyson.
Well, shoot, thanks for having me.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
Shoot. All the cameras, 2 thumbs, 3 cameras.
Yeah.
It's the Cold Beer Surf Club.
It's really cool. He's been working on it for a while, so it's
That's so cool.
sick.
Because he built your guys' house for you. Like, didn't you guys like do it all yourselves?
Yeah, he did a lot of, like, my grandpa helped, but my dad did a lot of that himself.
That's gnarly.
He like went full on into like all of his like everything just went into building a house, and
So sick.
and you can see it on his face too. Like now we're living up there, and he has like this mental house on the mountain, like this like life trophy.
Dude, that's
You know,
cool.
like the house is beautiful.
Yeah.
and it's like overlooks the whole North Shore. It's like
Fuck, that's insane. Is it kind of up the hill from where you guys used, like where you grew up?
it's directly behind. Like we
Okay,
could see
sick.
our old house.
No way.
Yeah.
That's kind of trippy.
It's kind of trippy, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny too because before he did it, we would like see that lot from our house, and he always wanted to like have a house there. So it's like there's something cool about that.
That's
it's like now it's like
rad.
he's living there, looking down the old house.
Hell yeah.
It's sick.
Did he have any construction background before he started, or did he just like, I'm gonna figure this out?
Maybe a little, but he definitely learned while he was doing it. And
That's
then my
so
grandpa
badass.
obviously like full construction. Like,
Okay.
So my grandpa like like obviously taught and helped and did a lot.
Yeah.
My grandpa's built most of the houses in San Clemente.
Sick.
So,
So
like-
he had like the good guidance. My
Yeah.
dad's a builder too, so I'm
Yeah.
always like, I know I could figure it out if he showed me everything.
Yeah.
To do. Okay. That's
Yeah.
cool. Oh yeah. Is he still doing any coaching today or not?
Rarely.
Yeah.
Rarely.
Cool.
But he still would. Like if it's right, he'll do it.
Yeah, for sure. Sick. Heck yeah, Noah. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for cruising by.
Yeah.
Stoked to have you on here and
Yeah.
down at the US. So what are you guys up to over here?
Well, we made a film of my friend Kalani.
Yep.
It's called KRTV.
Sick.
So we're gonna show that tonight.
Kalani.
Kalani, yeah, it's classic. We have like a bunch of funny skits in there.
Rad.
Andy shot a lot of it. Christian Haverstad shot a lot of it, and then Gabe like edited it.
Sick.
So we're gonna premiere that tonight. It's gonna be funny.
Here tonight at
Yeah, here, yeah.
The Hawaiians are holding it down, dude. Zeke, you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
That's rad.
We love it. So this will be
yeah.
classic. It'll be like new and different.
Dude, Kalani's
and fun.
hilarious.
He's hilarious. The video's hilarious.
Yeah.
So it's like
what a personality.
yeah.
That's sick.
It's
How
gonna be
long is it?
It's like 23 minutes.
Okay, cool. And you showed your film, Noah, here was that just last year?
Last year, yeah.
Dude, no, it feels like, I don't know, time's so weird.
Yeah,
but
time is weird.
yeah, that was kind of like a game changer for you, right? I mean,
Fully.
putting all that time and energy and just
Fully.
such an insane film. Seemed like it really just went boom, like
Yeah.
set you up, teed it up.
It teed it up to where I feel like now I could do like more of it and have more like backing for it.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Because
Congrats.
it's like it's my favorite thing to do by
Yeah.
far, you know. And it's like me and Andy and Gabe, we geek out so hard on like different shots we could get, or like new cameras, or different ways we could shoot stuff, or like for me different maneuvers I could go try. So it's like everything about it is like it's fun.
That's so rad. Yeah, I remember seeing you out at Rockies like must have been a couple years ago now, and you're kind of like still doing a little bit of contests. You're just I'm just gonna like stop doing contests and just try to like just put everything I have into free surfing.
Yeah.
It seems like it's paying off.
Yeah, so I'm doing that right now, and then I'm like, fuck. I love every bit of what I'm doing. I'm like,
That's what it's all about.
I love, and even too, the premieres are so fun, setting up premieres and like even editing the films. Like, I love editing.
Sick. Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, so I love that. I'm psyched.
That's so rad, dude. Congrats. And you're how old are you?
I'm 23.
Dude, you're so young. So like, even if someday you're all of a sudden I want to compete again, like
Yeah.
you have so much time.
For
like
sure.
I almost feel like in surfing, it's hard to do both.
Yeah.
So you can almost be like, okay, right now I'm just gonna focus on this, and then later if you're like, oh, I want to go back to that, it's like whatever. It's like just whatever you're passionate about at that time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's cool. And then you see, because I feel like a lot of surfers are like that, where like you're like you obviously need to be competitive to even be good at something.
Yeah.
So
you're not gonna get good at free surfing. You don't have some sort of competitive drive.
So it's like there's that, and then obviously like surfers are artists, so you like then that's why you have this right here, because you're also an artist.
Yeah, and
so it's like
sharing surfing, like what we love about it. And that's kind of the whole goal of this. It's like I don't know, I feel like surfing, there's competitive surfing, but then there's so much else of just like the lifestyle surfing that we all love, and kind of means different things to everyone. So it's just rad to like wrap out with everyone, kind of see where they're at, what surfing means in their life, like everything from surfers to musicians or artists or whatever, you know, and like how it brings us all together. Yeah. So many different walks of life and different things we love about it. So it's such a rad sport. It's such a rad sport.
And it's like, and it's not like a like basketball or like soccer or whatever, where it's like literally a game. It's like a full on, like you're riding waves by yourself. It's like
totally. You can be so creative with it.
Yeah, you can do whatever. You can sit on your board and get barrel on your butt. You know, like,
totally.
There's a clip of this kid Dylan in Indo. I saw him getting drained on his butt, and it's like, dude, that's sick.
Yeah. So what are you working on now?
I'm pretty much like just filming, and then any kind of thing that I feel like I could like film that's like I'm psyched on, I'll just do it, and then hopefully whenever, as soon as it is or whenever, I'll have another project. So I pretty much have like another project like forming,
growing,
so
birthing. But you're working on your own thing. You're not like filming for someone else's project. Like you're trying to do everything. Yeah, through your own deal.
Yeah,
nice.
Through my own deal, and then if whatever, like people want to do stuff or things pop up, I'm just down for the cause.
Heck yeah.
It's just any cool thing, I'm psyched to do.
Will you try to spend most of the winter at home in Hawaii, you think?
Yeah. It's pretty hard not to.
I know.
You kind of can't not spend the winter on the North Shore.
Yeah, when you live there, it's probably so hard to leave and like, oh my god, I missed some pipe swell.
You don't leave. Yeah, you just, unless you're going snowboarding, you pretty much.
Dude, I know. I always trip out on that. Every once in a while, it's like, where's so and so? Like, oh, they're snowboarding. I'm like, oh my god, the waves are firing.
Yeah, I know. And then you're snowboarding. You're like, bro, just 1 week.
Dude, I never snowboard. I never go. I haven't gone since I was like 10 years old.
I know, and it's like, you see people time it so good too during winter. Like it's like shitty for like, somehow it's shitty for like 2 weeks, and then if you could time it where you're snowboarding for those 2 weeks,
I feel like all the Hawaii boys love snowboarding.
Yeah, love it. I want to do another trip with all my friends snowboarding.
That's sick.
It's like the funnest thing ever.
It looks so fun, kind of like an endless wave almost. Huh?
And powder, you ever snowboard powder?
Dude, no, I gotta do that. No, I've never done it.
Oh my god, you gotta snowboard powder.
Kind of a game changer.
It's a game changer. You're gonna be like
all addicted.
You're just gonna be yelling all of a sudden.
Oh shit! Oh
Because
no!
everyone's riding powder, you feel like you're like floating, and everyone's going, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god! And you got the Tenari gig going on too.
Yep,
That's exciting.
that's really exciting.
Yeah.
So they're getting it going. I just was looking at some of the new clothes that they got coming out. It's sick. It's like
yeah.
it's like simple, high end kind of. I love it. So
Right, dude.
I'm really excited with everything with
Definitely.
Tenori.
Well, congrats, Noah, on everything you got going, and
You too.
thanks for swinging by.
Yeah.
Good luck with the premiere tonight.
You.
And we'll keep an eye out for the next project.
Yes,
Fired
sir.
up to see it.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Connor.
Noah. Thanks, dude.
Fuck yeah, thank you.
Easy.
It's the Cold Beer Surf Club.
So what has this one been? This has been like a roll through of like
Just like a bunch of whoever's kind of floating by. So now we have you. You're our next
Cool.
suspect. What have you been up to, Nate? Last time I saw you were hanging out in one of your favorite places, little honey holes up there in NorCal.
Yeah, I know.
That was fun.
I was actually thinking about it on the way down. I was like, wait, if I sit down with Connor, I don't know what to tell him I've been doing since when we wrapped filming of the last thing. Like, obviously, I've been surfing a ton. I've been doing a lot of artwork, but geez, I haven't been doing too much like productive
fun.
stuff. It was like the
That
backside
sounds
of that.
super productive.
Yeah, it was like mentally reset. It was super rad. And I don't know. I just like don't do a ton in the surf world anymore. You know?
Yeah.
I don't really know my place, and
But they still got
do
you
my
down
own
here at the
thing.
U.S. Open.
yeah, somehow I ended up at the U.S.
We're
Open.
still here.
I know. I told a buddy, I was like, oh, he was asking what I was doing or something because he was gonna come out to my shop. He wanted me to weld something, and I was like, oh, I'm going. It was actually Nate Leo.
Oh, sick.
He's like, what
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
doing? And I was like, ooh, I actually have to go down south. I was like super hesitant to tell him where I was going. He's like, what are you doing at the US Open? I was like, I don't know.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
He's like, that doesn't seem like the right place for you. I was like, I guess it's not, but
It's a good gathering of
Yeah.
people of all walks of life.
it'll do.
It's good to get to see you guys.
Yeah,
It's a good reason to come down.
totally.
How's
Have
art been going?
It's been good. It's actually been really good.
Some of those recent ones that you put up on the Instagrams were insane.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so bad at putting them up there. I've been doing way more than I lead on, so to
figured.
say. I don't know. I just find a weird place with that. I actually should get better at that because so many people ask me, they're like, oh, do you have a website? I'm like, no, go check my Instagram, maybe. Like, sorry, I don't have a website. And then it's really funny because the reality of it is I look at my Instagram, I'm like, oh, that was 6 sculptures ago. Like the last one I
Really?
posted. Yeah. I have this catalog of, like obviously I photograph and make little videos of all the ones I'm doing, but I'm also in the end, I was like, wait, I forget to put them all up there. But I'm just not.
Totally.
Not
well, it's
savvy
kind
at
of
that
good that you
stuff.
don't have to put them all up there and you get to
Yeah.
keep making them.
This is true. No,
Yeah.
I'm super fortunate in that sense. I just should be better. It's kind of the theme of my life. I should be better at marketing myself all the way around. But I'm still sticking
You
around.
did all
so
right,
it's
Nate.
good.
Yeah. I think you're many people's favorite movie parts still, so you did something all right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I know, we missed the Nate Tyler parts.
Yeah, I just don't.
Convergence.
That's true. Convergence.
Some Nate Tyler shredding in there.
Yeah, I had a blast at that one, and it's fun to look back at that, even whatever, a year later now. Like, look at those sections. I was like, man, it's just funny how that movie came to be. Like, it really, we all did our work in our own regions, but then how that trip ended up being just a really fun, whatever, all of us coming together there. Like, that was so rad.
Dude, it was sick.
And
I know. I think about that all the time, actually. That was a really fun week.
Yeah.
And
Poor
close to
Connor,
home,
it was just
too.
a left, though.
Oh, that's okay. I snuck a couple rights off the
That's
peak.
true. I know, I feel like I even
Except
went,
for I think Perry was filming Noah do huge airs while I was like doing shitty turns on the right. So.
that could happen. I feel like I even went right in that movie. I was like, wait.
You did.
I never go right.
little spinner.
Yeah, so it was a good time.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have more to come.
I know. We got to find another excuse to get them to send us on a surf trip.
I think they will. I think I was actually talking with them about it. I think there could be something coming up. So
Good. I feel like it'd be fun to get the crew that's down here, like get Tyler, get Greyson, like Lakey, get all these like
Yeah.
different, and just go to even think like Hawaii could be fun because you could ride moto, skate, and surf all on the North Shore.
I know. I
kinda
heard
sick.
little whispers of that.
Oh, really?
I was like, yeah. that
Someone's
would be
stealing
really
my
fun.
idea.
I'm sure you planted that idea in somebody's mind. And
I'd love to do that.
They're gonna capitalize on it.
Good. Someone should.
But it would be cool. It'd be a nice, I don't know, little warm water scene.
Yeah.
Get our pasty legs out.
Dude.
Actually, you spend some Hawaii time.
Yeah, but not lately. I feel like a ghost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did okay.
I've been
this summer.
inside for like 2 months.
Yeah. For a person that wears a wetsuit all year long,
Yeah.
I do okay just laying out in my yard with my kids playing soccer or something.
Heck yeah. How old are your kids now?
I have a fresh 12-year-old,
12.
fresh 9-year-old, and then a fresh 7-year-old.
Sick.
They all kind of had birthdays just a little while ago. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Any on June 13th?
No, June
Okay.
13th. But what
That's
was
when
that
my-
when?
that's
Oh,
when my
that was
kid was
when your
born.
son was born.
Yeah.
Amazing. Sorry, I thought for some reason it was July.
I was July 13th.
You're July 13th.
Yeah.
Okay, rad. That's
13.
crazy.
It's lucky number 13.
Yeah. How's he been? What,
Dude, he's so good. Archie.
Archie.
He was just here, but it's so hot that they went back.
yeah.
He's 8 weeks
Cooking
today.
on the blacktop.
Cooking on the blacktop, dude. I know.
8 weeks. That's rad. That's crazy because I feel like my kids were 8 weeks just a little while ago. It's so strange.
Oh my
like,
God, it
it's
goes
really,
quick.
really rad how it happens though. And everybody tells you it's such the cliche thing. Like, oh, your kids they grow up so fast, and it's like, yeah, they do, but they kind of don't. As long
Yeah.
as you're there, you're present, you're enjoying it. It's like, I mean, you'll see. you get to go through so much, but it's also like I sympathize with the people that always told me that, where I'd cringe and be like, yeah, dude, that's what everybody says.
Yeah, like
But
whatever.
it's like I sympathize with them now because you're like, I think that's more of like they miss it, you know, like they experienced it and they miss it, and I get that.
For sure. Well, and just a little bit, I mean, the only 8 weeks that I've had now, I do trip out that like these little phases, they go so quick though. I'm like, oh, he's doing
Yeah.
this for like a couple of days. And then it's like, oh no, now he's doing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now he's doing this.
Totally.
I feel like that part of it almost makes it feel like it's going quicker just because they're like changing, and growing.
That part
and-
where you're at too is it's so trippy for me because I was just always like, oh my goodness, what is this tiny human?
Yeah.
How do I, like I would freak out at just how small a human is. And we were in charge of it and whatnot. Luckily, I mean, my wife is amazing. She's so motherly, but I would always just be like, I don't know what to do, all this stuff. But it's just, yeah, as they evolve, you evolve with them. It's fun stuff. And then
Super fun.
You get to like, I know your guys' plans, but if you have more, it just all that dynamic changes too. 'Cause
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. That first one is so scary, and then the other ones just sort of fall in line regardless of like, no choice by their, like they don't have any choice to
Totally.
other than to fall in line.
Yeah.
And we have 3. So like number 3 is just, she's the wildest child and is just this, she's so amazing and just she's chill because she knows what to do, what not to do. And then she's got like her own wild little spark. I don't know. It's just funny. It's trippy how all kids are different.
Yeah.
Weird way to say it, but it's just like all of them are different, and it's just so amazing in that sense,
For sure. We're
That's
stoked.
cool. I almost apologize that I forgot that you just had a freshie.
No apology
That's
necessary, dude.
really rad.
When you have 3, I'm sure
Yeah,
it's hard to.
yeah. But I feel like I have 3 that are in like the wildest age right now, where
Yeah.
all 3 are just kind of going. So I'm
Full
just-
speed, huh?
yeah. But it's
Clicking
fun.
into gear.
Yeah, you're just kind of like picking up the pieces behind them and getting them to things, activities, and I don't know. It's been good though.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, I'm so fortunate too. Like I get to surf a lot still and do my artwork and get to have like my outlet still. So I have 0 complaints. I actually still just get, I get stressed out on stuff, but I'm also in the sense of just like, geez, it's crazy. I get to be kind of in charge of my day to day and be a part of a family, you know?
For sure. Share what you love with them. I'm so excited to do that. Like, get to go do shit with my kid. That's super exciting.
Yeah, and I don't know where you are with travel, but like for me personally, I'm just like, I couldn't be happier with the decision I made to, you know, kind of ground myself more at home. And it's hard when you leave that whole, I mean, you and I were so different, but kind of similar in the sense of like, we both essentially, and I don't mean to talk about you in the past tense. No. I'm talking about me, and I'm just more referencing myself, but like, I had a disease where I wanted to be like the best at whatever I was doing, you know, and that was surfing and filming for parts and whatever, getting the best photos, the best clips, all that stuff. And it's just funny, like I didn't see past that, and it's just so fun to like be able to live a different life at home now and not be chasing that thing that was like consumed me so hard, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, for
without
sure.
sounding overly cliche.
No, it's almost like it's in the rear view and it's all good memories, but you're like, it's not always in the back of your mind now of like, oh, I gotta be there. Oh, I should be doing this. Yeah, I could relate to that a little bit now.
Yeah, it's hard to articulate that, but it's just, it's just hard to explain that without sounding so grossly cliche. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm so happy, and I'm super happy for you, and I'm not knocking anybody that's taken different paths in life, but like, I was so fortunate that I had a really strong connection with my wife, and she wanted to build a family while I was like still super hell-bent on just being whatever kind of surfer I was. That, I don't know, it's just amazing to be able to now look back at like a pretty grown-up family and be like,
yeah, that's
wait, I
crazy.
kind of raised those kids while I was so self-indulged being a surfer, quote-unquote pro surfer. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm probably just talking in circles, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's sick. Right on, Nate. Well, stoked to be having a beer with you.
Yeah.
It's the Cold Beer Surf Club.
Well, thanks, Lakey. We got you again.
Here we go. Round two.
I want to hear about J-Bay.
Oh, J-Bay was so fun. Are we going? This is it.
Yeah, we're good.
J-Bay was epic. It was so fun to go there outside of a contest. I don't know. Have you ever been there outside of an event?
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Oh, yeah. So fun.
So fun. And just refreshing. And yeah, we scored really, really good waves. We had like kind of the whole 2 weeks we were there was pretty much fun every day. And
Sick.
yeah,
that sounds
like,
so fun.
yeah.
And you and Tom went?
Me and Tom went, and then Morgan Mawson came and filmed
cool.
it, which was really cool.
I was wondering that.
Yeah, so it was kind of us three. Morgan was shooting, and then Tom was able to get time off work and just a surf trip. So it was sick, and we got just great footage for what we're working on with 804, 805 actually.
So that was for the film?
It was for the film, yeah.
Cool.
So it was kind of just for like the main surf segment of the film.
Awesome.
And I feel like we got what we needed. So
Heck yeah.
it was sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Ooh, J-Bay, it's so fun. Was that your first time there outside of an event?
It was. First time outside of an event. And I was like, it was just so nice to be able to surf at any time you wanted. Like, you didn't need to go at 5 a.m. to free surf. You could start at like 9, but then surf all day if you wanted. And like, I don't know, I just felt like the freedom of not feeling so scheduled or like routined as you do for a contest was really refreshing and cool. And it helped that we had such good waves because I just kind of went on like a surf bender for,
oh my gosh.
for a couple days, which was really, really cool.
I need a surf bender.
Yeah, go to J-Bay.
Heck yeah, I know. I want to go back there. That's one place I think of everywhere that I've been since the tour that I'm like, I really want to go back.
Yeah.
Because I went before I was on tour first. Well, we had a QS there, and then I went for just a fun trip for 3 weeks, and then ever since then, every time's been for the tour. So.
Yeah, no, it was
It's
good
so
fun.
special. Yeah, it's a special place.
It really is. Never gets old.
Yeah.
Ever.
Where'd you guys stay?
We stayed just up the hill. Like we were overlooking the wave kind of at one of our friends' house. Ari.
sick.
I don't know if you know Ari, but
No, I don't think so. Oh, wait,
yeah.
I think I do actually. Yeah.
yeah, you can just walk down. We were able to walk to the surf from the house, so that
Nice.
was like perfect. So we were just in and out all day, and then We originally were gonna go up to Cape Town for a few days and try and surf up there, but the swell didn't really work out for that, and the weather was kind of psycho. So we ended up just staying at J Bay the whole time, which was rad. Like honestly, we went to Cape St. Francis a little bit, surfed over there, and yeah, it was just a fun, simple surf trip.
Nice.
So it was good.
Now U.S. Open down here. You haven't surfed yet in the event though?
No, haven't surfed yet. I think tomorrow will be my first heat.
Cool.
So
it's crazy. Tomorrow's Friday though, right?
I know, yeah.
I feel like the last couple of times I did always doing the U.S. Open, we started surfing like the weekend before.
Yes, you're down here every day from the Monday before like the Sunday.
So I'm not
agree.
making that up, right?
No, I completely agree. So I didn't need to be down here until today for this, and then tomorrow will be my first heat.
Oh, crazy.
Which is cool, and the waves are super fun.
Yeah, today looked really fun.
Sick. So hopefully tomorrow is gonna be super fun too.
Nice.
So I'm
so is that a seeded round tomorrow?
Yeah, it's around a 32. I want to
okay,
say.
cool.
Yeah. So kind of the girls
Oh, that'll
like
be
second
fun.
round. Yeah, which will be fun.
Excited?
I'm excited. I'm curious how big it'll be. There's so much current right now, and
Oh
they were
yeah, it's
saying,
kind of hurricane swell.
yeah, if it's a little bigger, which would. I don't mind it if it's a bit bigger, but maybe they'll have some jet skis, which would be nice to
no way.
help us get back out.
That'd be cool.
But I don't know. We'll see.
Nice. And this is the only event you'll surf in this year?
Yeah.
Well, minus you did El Salvador.
I did El Salvador.
Yeah.
That was fun. I can't remember if we spoke just before I left for there.
I think it was before.
Just before, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was just before. So we did El Salvador, which was fun, and then went to Africa for the surf trip, and then this will be my last event for the year.
Nice.
So yeah, it'll be good. A bunch of family coming down and friends. Like that's the one event like we actually have in California, kind of. So
Totally. I know, it's
feels
crazy
good.
now to think that.
There's really not. So anyways, it's cool to have everybody's gonna come down.
Good.
And, yeah.
And is the year going by fast?
I feel like it is faster than I
I
wanted.
talked to you like a week ago for the long podcast, and you're like, I'm so excited, I have all this time off, and now I'm like,
No.
your time is
off.
nearing.
Yeah. It's going way too quick. And then we've been traveling too, so now I'm like committed to being home for a minute and really enjoying home and not moving around too much.
Cool.
But no, it has been good. But it is flying. I'm like, we're gonna be back at Pipeline before we even blink. It feels like that's right. So.
Well, hopefully we'll get an early winter and you can get up to Santa Barbara and surf before that happens.
For sure. Some fun Ventura days would be good.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Right on, Lakey. Well, good luck this week.
Thank you,
We'll
Connor.
be cheering.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for jumping back on for our U.S. Open pop-up.
Thanks, Connor.
No worries.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
It's the Cold Beer Surf Club.
You staying down here?
Yeah, we're staying tonight, but I got the Grom and wife's up.
No way, you're a fresh dad
Yeah.
too. That's so sick, dude.
Thanks, dude.
Congratulations.
8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Yeah.
How's it been? Sleeping?
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah.
actually been pretty fucking good.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
My brother had his baby like 4 months ago.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so he's on the same program.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going for him?
Think he's sleeping.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it looks like they're doing really well. Their baby seems really stoked and
Sick.
like really mellow.
Yeah. The first few weeks are gnarly.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's kind of like, oh, cool. Like now he wakes up like twice a night and
You
eats.
get the
and,
program down.
Yeah, goes back to bed. And
Yeah.
Look, I don't know. Sarah doesn't really like wake me up now because she could kind of do it on her own. So
For sure.
I kind of still get up.
Yeah.
Like, you need anything? She's like, I'm good. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. But it's the mom.
I
you know?
sleep like a rock anyway, so like I can wake up and fall back asleep pretty easy.
Jealous. I'm a light
Really?
sleeper,
Yeah, she
bro.
is too. So she's always. I'm like, did you sleep? She's like, no.
Any little thing, like a little step, I'm like, whoa, who's here?
Oh
You know?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And he makes all these crazy noises while he sleeps.
really
Dude, it's so weird.
like
At
choking
first we're
kind of
like,
thing.
no, it's like called active sleeping, I guess. I was like, what the fuck? Active sleeping? He sounds like a pterodactyl. It's like, rah, rah. I'm like, are you
Dreaming
okay?
hard.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so trippy.
That's really sick.
So we thought he was like awake at the beginning. So then we'd like pick him up and then he'd wake up and he'd be pissed. And
He'd
then
be
they were like,
bummed.
no, like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Just let him do his thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna be a
But
sleepwalker
he's
when
loud,
he gets older.
so like I can sleep through it, but she can't sleep through it. It's so funny. It's sick though. We're stoked.
The boat looks like it's making some
A
progress.
little bit.
Yeah.
It's so gnarly, dude.
That looked like some gnarly work you
It's
were
such a
doing.
gnarly project. It
Yeah.
takes everything just takes so long.
How long is the project gonna be?
I think I probably won't have it done till like beginning of next year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Beginning of next year. Like I
Maybe
mean, that would be
February
quick, I feel
or March.
Like, right?
I kind of started in April. So if it took if I got done by April, I'd be kind of stoked.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
I'd be
Is that
pumped,
kind
for
of like
next
the
summer.
season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winter's like, you can go surf, but it's kind of cold and I don't know, like more weather.
Well, that's like early summer season, so you can go to the islands and surf if you want or whatever, right? But like, you're not taking it to what's the spots like right above you guys' house or whatever?
Like the ranch?
The ranch,
No,
yeah. You
I don't
guys
really-
get into the ranch on your own.
Just
yeah.
like the islands. But
Okay.
there's some good spots in the winter that no one really surfs, so that's kind of fun. I'll miss all
cool.
that, but whatever.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm like in it at this point, and I'm like, this is a once in a lifetime thing that I'm gonna do, and then I'm never gonna fucking do it again. Probably.
Yeah. Hopefully sell that thing.
Oh,
Maybe make a
man.
little profit.
Or just like
something.
have it for the rest of my life. That's the plan.
Give it to your kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
That'd be sick.
Just have it be like a family thing forever.
Yeah.
That's
That'd be-
fun. I
yeah.
know. I enjoy it though.
Yeah,
it's
it
hard,
seems
but it's
fun.
super fun.
If you have the time to do some stuff like that,
Yeah.
like where you're like present in the moment of like something else than what we're always doing, you know,
Yeah.
like it seems like that's really sick to be like in that type of mindset.
Totally.
You know?
And I couldn't really go anywhere for a while, so I was like, I need a project to do.
Yes.
Okay. I got one.
I see Parker's got little like house projects he's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
doing too and stuff.
Dude, Parker has dengue right now.
Does he?
Yeah, I think.
Well, from what?
He was just in Costa Rica.
No way.
Yeah.
My chick might have got that like a couple
Really?
weeks ago.
No way.
She went to Mexico and like
Huh.
was like super sick when I was in Bolito.
Yeah.
She was like on her deathbed.
Dude, that's what crazy. Yeah, I guess they're kind of having like an outbreak down there or some shit.
I don't really know what the symptoms were because I was gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, she didn't want to tell me like how gnarly it was because I was all focused on the contest. But then like I came back and like her mom was like staying at our house and stuff, was like
Oh,
taking
shit.
care of her.
Gnarly.
She like went to the ER and stuff.
Oh, gnarly.
But she's all good now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it like took her
Damn.
like 2 weeks to like get over it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good. Dude, how was Bolito? Congrats.
It was sick. Bolito was so fun.
So sick.
Waves were good.
Yeah.
And it's just South Africa's sick, you know.
Yeah, you had
Like,
the program.
Yeah, we were on the program, eating some good food.
Nice.
But yeah, it was just good to make heats and shit, you know.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So what was that? That was the second Challenger of the year? No.
That was the third one.
Third, okay.
Yeah, so we had the Oz leg
Yeah.
and then we had Bolito.
Cool.
And now we got the Open.
Open didn't quite shake out how we were hoping for Team
Yeah,
Nolan.
it's been up and down. That's how surfing
Yeah.
is, you know.
Was it last year you got second?
Third last year.
Third.
Yes.
Did you get second one year in the US Open?
No, I've had two third places
thirds,
now. So
okay.
that's why Bolito is such a nice accomplishment for
Yeah.
me because I've never broken through that semifinal
Yeah.
finish. And so
Damn,
yeah.
I thought you got. I would have bet money the year that Griff won that you got second, but that was third.
Going down here to the Open, it feels like I like got second
Yeah.
or first or something because like
I mean, dude.
everyone's down here like no, like people I don't know. I'm just like, how's it going? Like before my heat and stuff, I'm like, yo, let's talk after the heat. you
Yeah,
know?
totally.
Yeah.
That's sick. I know it's hard. I don't know when you have that hometown vibe. It's like I never really had that on tour.
Yeah.
But it almost could like add a little pressure. But that's
It's-
sick that you've just been like. I feel like you just embraced it. The
I
US
love
Open,
it. It's cool.
And you just are like, boom, I'm going.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. But then, like, there's a point in time where it's like, okay, like, your brain just, like, clogs, you know, with, like, too much love and, like, too much people, like, wanting to, like, you know, be a part of it.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, these first round heats, you're, like, always, like, it's nice because there's usually no one around, you know, and it's just, like, your crew and you're, like, all focused and honed in. And then once you make it to those man-on-man heats, like, everyone comes in and supports. But, like, this year, it felt like it was, like, everyone's here for the first heat. Like, we're on. Like, we
Yeah.
got posters. Like, everyone's down here. And so it was, like, just, like, a kind of a different kind of feeling. It
Totally.
seemed like, you know, it's almost, like, added to the pressure, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
I felt like when Griff had the final at San Clemente, it was almost sort of like that too.
Oh, I
Just
bet.
so much hype and everyone's so fired up.
The Final Five's like a whole different type of thing. It's like the Olympics level or even like gnarlier, I feel like. Because I went down for Tati a couple years ago when she got second place.
Yeah.
And I remember like I was in her camp and everyone's like, where's Tati at? Like, how's she looking? Like, oh, Carissa's or Steph's looking gnarly. Like, oh, but like, you know, like where's she at? Like, how's she feeling? And I'm just there like, can I just like get a nice little spot to watch the event? Like everyone's all focused on Tati, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is intense, bro. Like I was like, I don't know how I would feel if I were, you know, Tati or Griffin or whoever. Like I would probably want to just like be at home, show up right before the heat or something, you know, like surf T Street and then go out surf the
sure.
contest.
Heck yeah.
Are we been recording this or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Okay, cool.
Casual.
Yeah.
So what's next, Nolan?
Next is Portugal.
Okay.
September 29th is when it starts, and I'm excited for sure. You know, it's nice to be home now, reset and stuff. You know, just hang out with the friends and not focus on it. That's how I felt like I was feeling before Bolito. Was kind of just like pressure off. I didn't have the results in in Australia, and just like kind of wanted to just go into it and do what I wanted to do. You know, that's what everyone goes into these events thinking, like, I need to be doing something. I need to be, you know, getting that extra step above everyone. You know, obviously you know the feeling and stuff. Yeah. But like, I feel like you know yourself the best, and like what makes you feel good before these events is really like what makes you do good. And that's what I felt like I did in Bolito. You know, it was just like, okay, I'm gonna stay at my buddy Shane Sykes' house, and then like I'm gonna work with Myers and stuff. But then like once I'm off the beach, like just doing my own thing,
totally.
Like eating the food I want to eat. Like no one's gonna bother me.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's what I hope to do in Portugal. You know, just get on a good program.
Yeah, I feel like doing the comps, you have to just get whatever works for you, and then just go full blinders mode on what everyone else is doing. Because there's so many people doing different shit, and like someone's always out first thing or like whatever, surfing more and doing this, working with that, this board, that board, and like, everyone's always ripping.
Yeah.
So you're like, holy shit, look at, that person's ripping, but you just gotta go.
Well, the thing is, like, I want to be like that guy, like grinding like 3 times a day and stuff, but like I've come to learn that like, I don't know, my energy comes in spurts and stuff, and if I like use up all my energy like the first half of the day, like I'm not gonna have any energy by the second half of the day. And like I get jealous of guys that are just like total Grom frothers, you know, that can just surf all day and stuff like that. But I mean, it's cool because I've like learned that about myself over these years now, so I know what's good for me.
You can just back your own program now.
Exactly.
Do it. So you got Portugal and then Brazil.
Then Saquarema.
Is that the last one?
That's the last one. Wow. So, I mean, it seems like right now in the rankings, it's like total shake up. Everything's like kind of equal. Ian Govea is leading the rankings right now. He's way out in the lead. He's pretty much qualified.
Yeah,
but like
Ian's a legend.
It looks like everyone's kind of got like one result, and then like not like this like tiny keepers, you know. So it seems like the end of this Challenger Series is going to be really exciting. Like Lawler's got a first place, but then also a couple first round losses, just like me. I got a second place and then first round losses. So it's like whoever can kind of clutch up at the end of this year is like gonna make it on tour.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Nolan,
I'm stoked.
Do it.
Thank you,
We'll
Connor.
be cheering.
I know, I hope so, man.
What's up for the rest of the US Open?
Just hanging out. It's nice because, you know, the other years I've been doing the Open and having to like stay away from the nightlife and stuff, and now this year I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna embrace it.
Enjoy
I'm
it,
gonna
dude.
go out to the bungalow tonight. I'm gonna see my friends. I'm gonna get drunk.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna have some 805s.
Blow it up.
Yeah, and that's what I live here, you know?
Yeah.
I live down the street now too, so I just biked here.
Oh, epic.
Yeah, and then I actually wanted to say, you know where we're hanging out right now? This is my dad's spot.
No way.
These containers my dad built for everyone.
Oh,
here.
no way.
Yeah.
Sick.
So yeah, my dad does.
Pops.
Pops does all the container stuff. And
Hell yeah.
Looks pretty good, I'd
Dude,
say.
this thing's Gucci.
It is, huh?
I want one in my backyard. I'm gonna move into it.
That's what he keeps telling me. He's
Rent my house out.
just get some land and we'll throw some containers
Dude,
out there.
seriously.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dream
if anyone
almost.
needs a container, hit up my pops.
Okay, dude, I might be calling him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nolan. Good
Yeah,
luck,
Connor.
dude.
Cheers,
Good
dude.
talking to you. We'll be
Appreciate
cheering.
it. Thank you.
Hold it down for Callie.
You as well.
I'm a bystander now.
It's the Cold Beer Surf Club.
Hell yeah, Tyler. Well, thanks, dude.
Dude, absolutely.
We're going to do a real podcast one day.
We'll do it.
At least we got you here for a moment.
Yeah, for sure.
So how's the arm healing up?
Arm's healing up, man.
That prevented us from doing our podcast.
I know, unfortunately, for now, because
For
we'll
now.
be back. But I'm feeling to heal. You know, you got to feel it to heal it. And yeah, I'm just really stoked right now. I'm unfortunately got hurt, but fortunately enough was able to get surgery and get all the metal out of my arm that was preventing or basically promoting more injuries. So got all that out. I'm able to kind of step away from my thing and go life mode. getting married in October.
Dude.
So
congrats.
Thank you. Really, really stoked. And it's nice to like have an injury, but not be like blinders to the outside world and do anything it takes to get back, to hurry back to your thing. Like I'm totally content with kind of just taking a break and refilling my cup, man.
Heck yeah. That's epic. I know. And it's like when you love what you do, it's hard to remove yourself from it unless you're kind of forced to from an injury. But to have that time to just focus on your wedding and focus on the lady, and I feel like you'll just enjoy it even more, probably 100%. In a weird way.
Yeah. And I have kind of a crazy relationship with injuries. I've had so many, and my pain tolerance, like I don't like love pain, but I like deep down, like I enjoy it because of the overcoming process and how much I've learned from each injury. Like I then get to like remove myself from my thing and like peel my layers back and like really like tune inward to myself, right? And like just kind of like learn and grow, right? And I think each time I've done that, like each injury, when I use that as an opportunity, is like maybe it's not the break that I wanted, but maybe I needed, and each time like I've grown leaps and bounds from it. So I have this relationship of like maybe these injuries sometimes are like very well needed, right? You need to like learn and grow, and I've had a lot of them, so it's part of the game for what I do. Dude, but something so about this feeling like keeps me coming back. This shit feeds my soul, and that's it. You know?
How many times have you broken that arm?
This was the third. Yeah, first time I broke it was June 2022, and I got 2 surgeries between January 5th and July 12th.
Holy
2 surgeries,
shit.
but I have all my metal out now.
Yeah.
And giving myself time and grace too to be able to like step away from my thing and not feel like I'm like missing something. And I'm kind of going life mode for a bit, which is awesome. And then coming back, like I'm so fired up to be able to, when I do want to ride again, it's right when it starts raining. Mother Nature is providing the goods for us. So when that time comes, it'll be game on.
Wait, again. So is it good to ride when it's raining?
I mean, when it's raining, depends on how hard it's raining, but after the rain, it's like the dirt is basically like cryptochronolite, you know what I mean?
Way.
It's like, it's sticky, like it's like Velcro.
So you want that?
You want that, yeah. Like right after it's done raining for the basically 3 days after like a heavy rain, it's like all time.
Primo.
Yeah. Like,
oh, no way. I never knew that.
Like double overhead, glassy tube spitting. Like
no
that's it.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
That's an assumption from like being a fan of surfing, but I'm so terrible at water sports. So
nope, I think that sounds pretty much all time.
All time.
Isn't that so? Then you don't have to be out there with a hose going to keep the dust down and shit. Like, you're just tearing.
Pre-X game stuff, like I'm 2 months, like day in and day out, like 7 days a week. Like I spend probably at least 8 hours actually prepping and watering and getting everything ready, and then I ride for an hour and a half.
No way.
I mean? It's straight like
takes that long to get ready?
I'm a perfectionist. Like when I'm riding, like I want it to be good, and with the X Games prep, I was also filming a project. I just launched my own YouTube, and being able to like, I don't really want to do kind of like vlog style stuff. Like I just want to have a spot for my content to live. I've done content for other companies and stuff for so long that I would just want to do passion projects and have something that like I can do and that I'm proud of and have a place for it to live. So within the X Games lead up, I was filming a project leading into X Games, and it was in honor and dedication to my dear friend Lyon Heron, and was such an honor to be able to do that. And I was filming in the process, so like those 8-hour days of like prepping, and it was like I was also prepping for the film project. So like I went above and beyond. But you spend a lot of time prepping for not a long session of riding. So
crazy.
It's cool.
I never knew that either.
Yeah.
That's rad. Did you get enough footage for you to put that project together?
I did, cool. Man. It was it was really cool. It's kind of just an honor for me. Like my dear friend Lyon, unfortunately, had a lifetime battle with a rare disease which caused cancers and tumors in his body, and he was
what a crazy fucking deal you went through.
Crazy deal. But like my hero, my biggest inspiration, and just being able to call him a friend, like I'll forever cherish that. And I fortunately enough got to go see him before he transitioned to the other side, and I told him on the way out that I loved him and I would do my damnedest to honor him forever. And that was an opportunity for me, like leading into X Games, starting my YouTube of like creating this project. And I ended up titling the project The Lyon Effect, and like the ripple effect of Lyon as a human, of how many people he's inspired and touched across the globe. So being able to do that was awesome. So we had the beginning part of the project was a voiceover that I did about what Lyon had done for me as a human and a friend, and then going into like an action segment that showed like me and my personality and me being me and my writing, but then ending the project in the video. It was about a 9-minute video, but ending it with X Games. And I was fortunate enough to be able to ride with his number at X Games, have his mom and all of his best friends all come to the event, and I got to ride with his ashes. So I got to take Lyon on the ride of his life during X Games, and
radical.
And that was like the full circle moment of the project. So yeah, 9-minute piece of like this 3-part piece, or it's a one video, but 3 basically chapters
kind of
to
segments,
this video, you know.
And this is on the YouTubes now.
It's on the YouTube.
Oh,
it's
dude,
called
I gotta watch this.
The Lyon Effect.
I saw it on your Instagram, but I haven't gone and watched the full video
yet. It's just an honor, man. Like I said, he was the human that he was. He's a warrior, and he's been through so much. But like being able to just lead by example and him be himself, but then also like see how passionate he was about riding dirt bikes and surfing and photography, and like how he intertwines 3 separate cultures all into one, and then it expanded so much further than that. So it was an honor, and very, very stoked to be able to dedicate that to my friend and take him for the ride of his life.
That's so sick, dude. Congrats. Oh, I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, please do. And I know you met Lyon too, and an amazing human. So Godspeed, Ly. We fucking love you, and live fast, die last. We'll see you on the other side.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Tyler. Well, we know what you're up to for the next little bit, dude. Wishing you the fastest recovery. I mean, not too fast though.
Yeah.
Enjoy the break.
I'm gonna enjoy it, and when I come back, I got some things in the works for a couple more projects, and
cool.
and with my partners and my brands that I'm able to partner with, and as well as for myself too. So just keep living, loving, riding, enjoying, and sipping cold 805.
Hell yeah. And getting married, dude.
Getting married, dude.
That's going to be so fun.
Yeah, shout out 805. We're going to have some fresh, nice cold beers at the wedding.
Oh, yeah. I had a few of those at mine.
Everybody buckle up.
Oh, yeah, dude. That'll be a good time.
Well, this
in
was,
October?
In October 5th.
Right.
Our first date was August 5th, and we got engaged on December 5th. We're getting married on October 5th. And the funny thing about that 5 date, that was my dad's riding number growing up. That was my first riding number. So like,
sick.
I need to like drop some money on the number 5 on the roulette next time I'm there. So yeah, stoked to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
and
dude.
let's do a full.
I got so many questions I want to ask you.
Yeah, let's do this.
Go deep, but we'll save that for another day.
For sure.
Yeah, Tyler.
See you on the next one.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah, cheers.
Boom. I was like, I didn't want to like get too much.
Yeah.
It's the Cold Beer Surf Club.
Connor's second sponsor. Maybe CI was first, but
You guys know way too many dog stories.
I know. I'm thinking of what's the best one I could.
Which bad one?
We had some good fun time.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
Okay. Sick. Well,
Yeah.
thanks,
I'm at
boys.
liberty to talk about.
Gilly,
Yeah.
Travis.
Oh, are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh,
It's
okay.
so casual.
Connor,
Just hanging.
this is pretty surreal for me to be interviewed by a guy I've interviewed 45 times myself.
45?
I mean, a lot. since you were a kid.
I know, huh? That's sort of crazy. I pretty much grew up with you guys in the surf industry. That's why I was like, we got to get Travis and Brandon in here.
It's
kind
true,
of full
and
circle.
I think the U.S. Open was like, it's always been this sort of thorn in the side that you try your best to embrace the U.S. Open. Brandon and I are from Huntington, so it's like, what can we do to make it awesome? And I remember we used to try by going partying, and we did all that together. And now it's like, what can we like give back to the community? And I think that's what this is.
This is sick. So you guys sort of branched out like a couple of years. I mean, it's been a while now since you started Inherent Bummer, huh?
Yeah, I think it's been like 6 years. I mean,
6
it's like
years already.
it's been like a few iterations of it. It's finally starting, I think, to like have its identity of where we sit in the landscape of surf culture. I think more officially, and yeah, it was so cool to have Brandon like come in, and we grew up. Brandon and I met like in 7th grade in woodshop class, and
No way.
Yeah, crazy story. I moved from Downey, so I didn't really live anywhere near the beach. And I moved to Huntington, which I like fought my parents on. Like, I don't want to move to Huntington. Like, I like my school and my friends. And then like day one, I met Travis and like a bunch of our like core friends that we grew up with. And I was like, oh, this is rad. But I was telling them like, hey, I surf. And they were just like, you're from
We were
Downey.
like a full clique. We were like the surf clique, and I was like, yeah, right, dude. We didn't vibe him. I think I was like the most welcoming for sure, but we kind of like vibed him. And I remember there was a NSSA junior or something at River Jetties like a few weeks into his like being there, and it was like 10-foot River Jetties. I was gonna beach enter, decided to not beach enter, and we walked up, like walking over in Endless Summer, the dune at River Jetties, and I saw Brandon take off on like a 10-foot closeout as a 15-year-old and just pull in. It's like cemented in my brain. I'm like, oh, he's actually way gnarlier than any of us. We need to like shut up.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's actually funny just coming full circle, sitting here with you two. Like, Travis was like one of my first friends I ever made moving to Huntington. And then, once he had Inherent Bummer up and going, and he's like, hey, do you want to help me with this and that, and kind of odds and ends. And then it turned into like, okay, like we're doing this, and it's been super rad. And now it's, like Travis said, it's been, 6 years. And obviously before that, like meeting you like on the beach at 9th Street was where I first met you, I think.
Oh yeah, at
was
the
you and Parker.
NSSA Taco Bell Reef.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, these kids are rad. Like they rip, they're cool, they're all surf stoked, and heard plenty of good things from you from like BA and those guys, the CI crew up in Santa Barbara. And so I was like, okay, rad. Like let's sponsor them. I think you were like 10 and Parker was like 8 or 7. Or something.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
So
known you a while. Now
and my first US Open experience, I don't know if you remember, Perry drove me down, and you lived in Costa Mesa, and we slept on your couch. Hurley gave me the wild card into the Pro Junior, and I served against like, I swear my heat was like Jordy Julian and Alex Gray or something, like some gnarly heat. And I slept on your couch the night before, woke up and
in the junior division.
Yeah.
Julian, Jordy,
I think I was like 14 or something.
But yeah, as we see,
man.
how funny is it sitting here having all these like memories, and we're like looking at this part. We have like such a different role now in this U.S. Open thing, and like the Factory by the Sea and 805's like support. Like this was the point, was to like bring that vibe that we kind of grew up with to Huntington, and I think like we're like overlooking it as we do this podcast.
Totally.
Like, pretty wild. Like starting to come together, and like there'll be new surf videos and bands that we like, and hopefully everyone has fun, and like it's pretty crazy that we're sitting here looking at it.
I know. It actually is weird to sit here like on a couch and look at this thing.
I like it because nobody can ask me really any questions behind all these
except for me.
Yeah.
Because like setting this up has been a bit of a
Dude, you guys have been hustling. I've been sitting here doing this all day, and you guys have been setting everything
There's
up.
just a lot of questions that you don't have the answer for, like, because it's like we haven't done this venue and we haven't been outdoors like this, so you just problem solve with everyone. Everyone's like been so rad, from every sponsor, and like 805 and Reef. We've been celebrating Reef's 40th anniversary with them all year, and like we have a cool setup of like these like vintage boards of like Brock Little and Derek Ho and Machado, and like there's just like relics all over to check out here that hopefully we can keep doing it so we can keep growing it.
Yeah, so I mean, not to do like a shameless plug, but it's rad. We're first year in this venue. we were kind of like, we don't know 100% what to expect, but like 805 and IPME, the guys that did the containers here, like
Nolan's dad.
Yeah, Nolan Craig and Bill Hinchliff, like massive shout to those guys for dialing us in. Definitely like brought an element of like leveling up for us. And then obviously 805 and Reef came in in a big way to like pull it all together, and Dustin after last year like saw the vision and was like, hey, my team wants to be like rolling the sleeves up with you guys there. Like, you know, we want to bring Connor down, Cold Beer Surf Club, and everything they're doing with Cold Beer Surf Club is just like, it just feels right for this.
For sure. No, it's cool. I just think, like you said, Travis, I mean, we grew up sort of with that vibe of like we all get together at the US Open and hang out. Like we obviously were surfing in the event, but it was like kind of the one event all year where it's like, oh, let's have fun all week too. And definitely did some pub crawls before I was legal.
Yeah, it was like when movies
it was
premiered.
So fun.
Yeah, it was like, it was supposed to be like, yeah, there's a surf contest and that's important to all of us, but it's only part of surf culture. And
yeah, we
like have to make sure that, yeah, we're like bar crawling to watch new surf videos, and we're like listening to bands, and we have like this year we have like such a good bands and good movies, and yeah, it's gonna be
so
really
sick.
fun.
Yeah,
so.
this week was always like the week to premiere a movie,
Yeah,
like Globe movies or whatever. I just remember being a Grom, like how can we get into those premieres?
Yeah, when Kai and I met,
yeah, Kai's films.
We did Lost Atlas, and we shut the street a couple blocks over
at
down.
Shorebreak.
Yeah,
I was
the
there.
Shorebreak. Yeah, you were in the movie.
In the movie, I went on that trip with you guys to Australia.
Oh, dude, I think that was like the night I met my wife. Maybe.
Owen's house.
Yeah,
remember
with Perry? Dude, that trip was so fun. So I know, I'm like, all these memories are coming back sitting here with the two of you. That's
and we're trying to make more memories for everyone here.
It's crazy too. You come to Huntington at the US Open and like you bump into all these people and you have so many of those stories to tell from like other parts of the world where you're like, oh, okay, like, I don't know. It's fun too that, you know, there's been such an uproar in the surf industry and stuff, and it's like, dude, it's still the same. It's like surfing is the baddest thing on the planet.
Dude, I know.
And we're here, we love it. Live music, surf videos, like cold beer. You don't need a whole lot.
Totally. I feel like Instagram and social media is like rad because in a way it connects everyone, but it's like also in a way it feels like it's fragmented everyone from doing grassroots events like this.
It somehow keeps us away. I don't know why.
It's like weird because you know what's going on everywhere, but it's like at the end of the day, getting like-minded people together who have shared interests and love to hang out and have a beer and listen to some good music and have a good time. It's kind of what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we're doing it.
Yeah.
So what did we forget to plug? What did we forget to plug?
I don't know.
I don't know how to do these interviews. I mean, I like to ask you the questions.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. So we're stoked to be here. Inherent Bummer. Let's make it bigger and better next year.
What have you been riding lately? I want to know that. Because we always would kind of, I'd always feel your boards and be like,
dirty diaper.
I need this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Me and Connor are both dads now.
I've been riding the dirty diaper. That's kind of a sick board model.
I was going to say, I thought it was. See,
don't steal my idea.
The dad bod.
Yeah, dude, I know.
A little beefy one.
I'm trying to fend off the dad bod.
Dirty diaper, I think, I'm sold.
No, I actually got this sick little Zero Fusion from JS. That's like all I've been riding.
Yeah,
that's pretty fun. When I have been surfing, which has been a little few and far between.
That lady has
actually like never been so frothed to surf Huntington Beach tomorrow morning in my life though. So
dude, so everyone keeps talking about that.
And I can't wait to go surf tomorrow.
It was wedging today.
Yeah,
the wind got a little weird in the afternoon, but during the morning it was like as fun as it gets, pretty much.
It looks so fun.
Yeah.
I was itching. I was like, I can't surf this morning, but tomorrow morning it's on.
So who else did you have on today?
Dude, we had, I feel like it's a big blur. We had Tyler Bereman jumped on, which is sick because I've been trying to do a full podcast with him, but when he broke his arm like the few days before we were supposed to do it. Lakey stopped by, Nolan Rapoza stopped by, Kirra Pinkerton, Nate Tyler. I feel like there's one I'm forgetting too.
We put them all through the ringer next door too. Our set.
Oh, freaking Noah Bash.
Nice.
And there's one before that too that I'm forgetting now.
It's been a long day. It's time to go like have an 805 and listen to the music.
We need a beer.
I know.
Maybe that's it. Just
cut. This is good though. Thank you guys.
Right on.
That was sick. I'll just like cap it with what exactly I'm looking at.
What'd you do here? What'd you guys create? Tell us.
There's a lineup of bands. Tonight we have Bloom, Your Favorite Color, and Love Fiend, which is like, there's kind of like each genre of music in rock and roll represented there. Love Fiend's like Devo, like you're gonna dance to them. Your Favorite Color is kind of like the harder emo kind of thing, and then Bloom is like slacker rock, which I love these guys. They have like a demo tape out that's so good, like young kids from Orange County, and yeah, and then we've got like Kalani Rivera's premiering a video tonight.
Zeke Lau.
Zeke Lau's new Avva part's coming out tonight.
New Moon.
New Moon. Called New Moon.
New Moon.
And
Zeke came on too. Sorry.
Oh yeah, he kicked. It was early this morning. It seems like it was 4 days ago.
I know.
But yeah, we're gonna have bands and movies, and we're gonna do it again tomorrow with a whole new slate of bands and movies. We got Kai's movies tomorrow night. He's got a little secret Apocky thing coming out.
Sick.
And then we're gonna play his like full length. They did Vacuum. Yeah, it was just like wanted to hear that movie loud. It's got a good soundtrack. I was like, let's just play it. It's on YouTube. Go watch it.
Is Kai gonna be here?
No, he's got two. He has 2 dirty diapers to take care of. He's got 2
Really?
kids now.
No,
we
I haven't
just
seen Kai in forever.
talk. He's good. He's just staying fit so he can surf and raise some babies and
Still
making
like Northern
movies.
Beaches area?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was the last time I saw him was around there. I think at Nair.
Yeah, he's moved like a bit, but he's good. And yeah, I think like that spirit of what we did for Lost Atlas, like magazines, music, shut down let's watch the best movies. We want to bring that back. I think this year we're doing like shorter films, but maybe next year if people want to come in and premiere some stuff with us, like
Sick.
We'll go big.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's my plug. But hopefully next year everyone's here and come check it out.
Good work. Keep the dream alive.
I'll thank the sponsors, which is literally officially 805 and Inherent Bummer, Factory by the Sea. We've got Reef's 40th anniversary, big celebration for them.
Range Essentials. Just launched some new sunscreen that's all organic.
Reef
Killer,
Safe.
good for your skin. Reef
The
Safe.
Keller family.
BK and the crew.
Sick.
Yeah.
Awesome
people.
We got
Bonsai
tacos.
Bowls.
Late night with Chalky.
Late night with Chalky.
They're
Competing
always a good
podcast.
sponsor. They sponsor everything we do. Avva stepped up.
Sick.
Yeah, Keiko and Zeke's new brand. It's rad to see these guys.
That's so cool.
You know, they're kind of like trying to carve out a new path in the industry for themselves, and it's rad, dude. We're stoked.
Yeah.
And Zeke, I went on a trip to Indo with Zeke when he was 12, and I interviewed him today, and he's like a man with a baby, and riding for a new brand, and Keikoa the same. Like, I'm like, this is so trippy, but yeah, I'm so stoked. They sort of are picking up where we hopefully led them and doing their thing. So
yeah, it's rad.
yeah, I'm stoked they came on. That's like a really exciting partnership, I think. Trying to get their story and their brand like to our audience out here.
And can't forget Sir Coffee, right down the street, just like 2 doors down. They got us caffeinated this morning to make sure we could pull it together before happy hour. And Bonsai Bowls. Joe Bard is the man, and Mark Contreras.
Heck yeah.
Oh, and the last thing you have to, the International Surfing Museum here is like blowing my mind with how much help they've been and like what they do here, the team. Like we called Peter Townend, you know, the first world champ, and asked him if we could do our like weird party here, and he's like put me in contact with the crew here, and this thing is permitted. We're like legal. There's like, It's the first time I've ever been legit and throwing a party, I think, in my life, and they helped me do that. And they did it like so friendly, and they're like problem solvers. But yeah, come check out what they've got. Like, there's a Timmy Reyes board in there that he rode, I think the same day at River Jetties that Brandon did that barrel. Like, it's green and it strikes fear in me because it meant like just guaranteed loss, like in that heat. Did you see that?
It
board?
actually is.
That's
what he used to ride like back then. Yeah. The Dean Cleary's.
He put like the Arnett sticker on the nose, which was always bizarre, but yeah. And
classic,
anyway,
yeah.
that board struck fear as I walked into the museum, but there's tons of stuff in there.
Yeah,
so come check it out.
The boards that Reef made with like all
those
the
are
like
insane.
The replicas of like the OG, like the Timmy Kern one, you pick it up and it's like that's what he rode. It's just like bladed out so hard. You don't know how anyone could surf on it.
I don't even think I could float
The guy
on
was
that
doing
board.
like crazy airs, like innovating
So crazy.
aerial surfing, and then up to like Rob Machado's like covered Jimmy board that's just insane. And then
So rad.
Brock Little like Mavericks gun, Derek Hope
Derek
pipe
Hope
guns.
pipe board.
Just like it's so cool to put them under your arm and see what those guys were riding. So it's a
so
fun
sick.
like look back at like the history of all those reef riders too, and kind of celebrating their 40 years of being a brand. And the little collab sandal we made, the fanning bottle opener thing. Yeah, so that was fun too, just working on that with them. And
That's sick.
It's getting
showing
crowded
off here.
It's getting really crowded.
Dude, it is.
Oh.
It's raging. I can't even hear you guys.
I know. Let's go party. Let's go.
Let's
That means
join
maybe
the
we're supposed to
festivities.
go have a beer.
All right, let's go. Meet you at the 805 bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Full Beer
Connor.
Surf Club. Let's go.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody.
Don't leave me hanging.
Never.
It's the Cold Beer Surf Club.